So just as JEE has postponed the exam and given a lot of thought to think about, today Nata has come up with its detailed brochure. From tomorrow onwards, you can start applying for Nata 2022 examinations. Hello everyone, this is Suraj and you are with THiNC Institute of Design. We would be looking at the brochure that has been published. We'll be going through it briefly. We'll be explaining the brochure in brief today. And after that, we would obviously be in the upcoming days, we would be coming up with detailed videos. Okay. So very important points quickly we will rush through. One is students who are passed out or who are appearing for 10+2 examination with physics, chemistry, and mathematics would be eligible to write the exam to take Nata 2022. There was a confusion regarding when AICTE came up and told about PCM not being mandatory, but please note that has been changed. They've clearly mentioned that it is as per Council of Architecture's criteria that the admissions will be taken. So physics, chemistry, mathematics is compulsory. All students who have done 10+3 diploma in mathematics, they can write the exam. This is only about writing the exam. The criteria for getting into BArch is decided by the Council of Architecture. So they have brought back the minimum criteria of 50%, at least 50% in aggregate and 50% in physics, chemistry, and mathematics. We will have to wait and see whether they are going to have any changes in this. Pre-COVID, they used to follow this norm of 50%. Last couple of years, there were some changes in all of that. But interestingly, again, it has been brought back. So we are not sure. We'll have to wait and see whether they're going to continue. The Council of Architecture is going to continue for this criteria for the BArch admissions or not. Okay. Now, we had already mentioned in the previous live about the exams. There would be 3 Nata exams that would be conducted, one in June 12th, the second one in July 3rd, and the third one in 24th of July. These would be the 3 Nata that they would be conducting. Now, regarding the approximate timetable that they have released or the approximate schedule that they have released, to everyone who is watching, please do ask if there are any questions or queries you can ask in the live chat box. The application form will be available in the public domain. That is online registration. You can start doing from tomorrow onwards. So it is not yet open. It is only the brochure that they have given you in the website. Where can you get that? In the official website of Nata 2022. I would request the host to please share that link. Oh, okay. The brochure has already been shared. Great. So the registration starts from tomorrow. End of registration is on the 23rd of May. So uploading of images, documents, fee payment, all these things, the last date is 23rd of May. Okay. And by 7th of June, you will get the admit cards, and on 12th, you will have the first Nata. Okay. Now, the 3 Nata, the first one on June 12th, couple of sessions. As we had predicted in the previous video, the pattern almost remains the same, 125 questions and 200 marks. So the first one would be on June 12th. The second one would be on 3rd July, and third one would be on 24th July. Now, there would be a question from most of the students, or a lot of students we saw that are extremely happy about these 3 attempts that are being permitted. Please note, if you are writing 3 attempts, all your 3 attempts marks would not be considered. There is a difference in calculation. We had predicted that in the previous video, in the previous Nata sessions. So we would just look at that. If you are writing 2 Nata exams in the 3, if you are writing only 2, the best of those 2 scores would be taken. That is, if you're getting 110 in one exam and if you're getting 120 in another exam, it would obviously be 120 that they would take. But in case of 3 attempts, if you are writing all the 3 Nata exams, your valid score would be the average of 2 best scores. So please think very well properly and decide on whether you have to attempt all the 3 exams or only 2. Okay. Any questions, doubts and all, please ask me in the chat box. I would also request the host to please share this particular video. We had done an explainer on this particular video of what would be the scores and all. Please share the link for the same so that everyone can get to know. Now, not much changes in the marking schemes and things like that. 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark questions would be there. 125 questions, 180 minutes. It is 200 marks. Questions would be in English language. Some questions may be in regional languages also. So what we understand is, as an additional bonus, there would be questions which would also be given in the regional languages. Okay. topics and all almost remains the same as we had told in the previous session. Diagrammatic reasoning, numerical reasoning, verbal reasoning, and all these topics would be there. Okay, now qualifying marks. Last year, what was the qualifying marks? It was kept at 70. Initially, they had it at, I think, 75, and I think and then they probably reduced it to 70. So this year also same is the case. It is 70. 70 is the qualifying marks. So ensure that you're getting at least 70 out of 200 so as to get qualified. That is being kept as a rough criteria to ensure that everybody is eligible to get into BR. At least you need to qualify for Nata. Okay. For students who are outside India, certain international cities, certain international countries has been added. Nepal, Singapore, South Africa, and Sri Lanka. These are 4 countries that are added in addition to the usual centers of UAE, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, Oman, Saudi Arabia, and all. So those countries, there are certain centers that they have added. Okay, you can keep that in mind. This is the help desk number and the help desk email ID. If there are any questions and queries regarding how to fill, even regarding syllabus or regarding whether you are eligible to write or not, whether you should be writing this or not, you can contact us at 8086 111 216. Okay. So if I summarize, please note, they haven't opened the brochure yet. Sorry, they haven't opened the website to apply. It is only the brochure that has come up. The link for the brochure has already been shared. Okay. The 3 dates were previously announced. This is the fees. The fee payment also varies with respect to how many Nata you are taking. Okay. Last year, I still remember there were a lot of suggestions. There were a lot of things that students were talking about when the three Nata attempt were given. There were a lot of discrepancies with respect to the marks and things like that, and complaint and all. So think very well whether you want to write all the 3 exams or just 2 and all, because based on that decision you have to take while applying itself. So based on that, you have to decide. Based on that, you have to give your fees. Okay. Our new batches, some of the batches have already started. Our new batches will be starting soon. So we have Malayalam batches, English batches, Hindi batches, all separate. So whichever one you want to join, you can contact us and you can enroll yourself for whichever is the language that you are comfortable in. Okay. So I hope things are clear. Basically, Nata has published the detailed brochure. We had done a small video wherein we talked about the sessions, the 3 exams, when the 3 exams would be conducted. We also talked about the brief syllabus. Also, we had given us a prediction which have come correct. Now, in addition to that, we are getting some additional details. Like, for example, who is eligible to take Nata? Students who have completed 10+2 or are currently doing their 10+2 with physics, chemistry, mathematics, or students who are doing 10+3 diploma with mathematics. Okay, so these are the students who are eligible. Nilina, you can apply. Yes, 3 sections or apply. You can apply for all the 3 exams also. But as I have said, there's a question on whether I can apply for all the 3 sessions by Nilina. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Okay, so just in case if you are applying for all the 3 attempts together, in case of 3 attempts, valid score shall be the average of best 2 scores. Okay, so if in any particular 2 exams, if you are scoring really low, that would also affect, because it's ultimately the average. So do we have to write first Nata exam to get admission to colleges under KEAM? See, what KEAM says is that you have to have a valid score before August 31st, if I'm not wrong. Okay. Anyway, the Nata exams as per this schedule is going to be completed by June, if everything is okay and if COVID doesn't trouble our happiness again. Then you can obviously apply with that score. That is not an issue. Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other doubts? I think I've answered Neha's and Nilina's queries. Okay. So biggest changes is this. One is regarding the 3 Nata attempts that they have committed and the average score that would be taken. That is one of the biggest changes. The second thing is the Council of Architecture's criteria to get into Bachelor of Architecture. You have to have at least 50% in your 12th standard and also a 50% in physics, chemistry, maths. This is Council of Architecture's criteria. Please note, this is not the criteria for writing Nata exam. Okay, this is the criteria for getting into the first year BR. So both are entirely different. Okay, Abhinav says, sir, if I'm attempting the first and third attempt of Nata, third attempt, if it is after the third attempt that KEAM rank list is being published. No, Abhinav, KEAM rank list is expected to publish by on or before 15th of August. Okay, so your 3 Nata exams is going to be completed by July. So by the 24th of July. So within next 1 week, they will be publishing the results. And with that, you can definitely apply. Is there drawing, sir? No, in this particular brochure, what they've mentioned, there is no drawing section that they have introduced. It is 125 questions. It's an aptitude test, 125 questions, aptitude test, 1 mark, 2 mark, and 3 mark questions. Total is out of 200. I think I've answered Neha's question, Abhinav's question, and all. Okay. And this is the approximate timeline that they have given. The application you can start applying from tomorrow onwards, that is 8th of April onwards. Okay. Okay. So if there are any more questions, you can post it in the live chat box. I would be happy to answer them. And also, I think JEE's correction window is also going on. It goes on till, I think, 9th of April, if I'm not wrong. So JEE's correction window is also going on. You can also ensure that you are doing that too. Okay, so according to you, how many attempts should we do? Since 3 attempts, there is a chance. Okay, so if you're asking me how many attempts you should do, if with the risk of this average thing being there, I would say if you're really confident about yourselves and if you don't have any exams nearby in these dates, then apply for all the 3. Okay, otherwise it's always better to be on the safe side and applying for any 2. It's actually a luck factor, unfortunately. Is there any negative marking in Nata exams? No, usually they don't. Ankush Mehta, usually they don't. Negative markings, usually they don't give. So you can go full throttle mostly in all these exams. Okay. So I think there's ample time this time. Things have been made a little bit more easier for students who are currently doing their 12th standard. Nata and JEE has shown a lot of mercy on both the students who are preparing for 12th standard exams and all. I think for repeaters, it's a stressful journey because they have to still more be patient again. Any more questions, please to ask me in the chat box. Sir, which is best, giving 2 attempt or 3? As I said earlier, Manya, there is a good amount of luck in this. So I would say if you are very confident about your preparation, if you're really confident about your preparations, and if you're going, if you're really scoring well in the mock exams, I would say go for all 3, because at least in 2 you will score well. No, so if you're really confident about yourself, if you don't have any exams and all coming nearby, go for all the 3. The best that you're scoring, the best 2 that you're scoring, that in itself you can do. Ankush is smiling. Ankush is laughing. Okay. So I think in the last 2 or 3 days, there's been a lot of notifications coming up, Supreme Court cases going on, a lot of tweeting and all happening for JEE also. It's all been happening for class 12th students. I hope you all get time to also prepare for your exams. Okay. So for everyone who's joined recently, the NATA's detailed brochure has come up. Okay. The highlights would be there are 3 exams. There's no drawing. If you're writing all the 3 exams, then the average of the best 2 scores would be taken. Okay, that's one of the new introductions that they have brought about. So decision making, you have to take important decisions now. So that's what's going to be tricky for you people, right? So better late than never. Start taking decisions anyway. Life is filled with making decisions. Okay. So if you want to know about our courses and all, you can contact us at 8086111216. Okay. Also, for applying, there are lots of students who call in for KEAM, JEE and all, those who want to apply and all. So irrespective of whether you are a THiNC student or not, it doesn't matter. You can contact us here, or you can WhatsApp us also. If you really don't want to talk over phone, you can just WhatsApp us. We would be happy to, take you through the whole applying procedure and all. Okay. One very important thing, please have all your certificates and things like that, like your OBC certificates, if at all that's applicable to you, or SC/ST caste certificate and things like that. please have all those ready. Start applying for that. Go to the village office or go to the Tahsildar's office or go to the Akshaya centers or whatever your state corresponds to. Please get all those documents ready and please upload those documents. Okay, because the eligibility date, the validity date, all these are very important things. Okay. So I think if there are any more questions, please do ask me in the live chat box. I would be happy to respond to them. Okay, I think most of the things has already been answered. No, application portal, Himanshu, application portals is not yet been opened. Okay, so we will have to wait till tomorrow for the application portal to be opened. Okay, there was also a question on whether there is negative marking or not. So negative marking, they haven't mentioned anything about negative marking, and usually Nata does not ask, Nata does not have any negative markings and all. Is there any chance to postpone Nata exam like JEE2? I don't think so. I think Nata has very well seen at least 2 to 3 months ahead of JEE, and they have scheduled their papers accordingly. I think Nata has also learned a lot from their previous lessons, from their previous experiences, I would say. Okay, so if there are any more questions, please do let me know in the live chat box. Otherwise, that would be it. Okay, so the Nata brochure is out. Basically, you have to go to the website tomorrow and you have to apply there. Okay, physics, chemistry, mathematics is compulsory if you are 10+3 student, or if you are 10+2, then it is mathematics that is required. Okay, for BArch admissions, 50% criteria is required in your 12th standard and also in your physics, chemistry, mathematics subjects. Okay, these are the 3 dates: June 12th, July 3rd, and July 24th. And the online application would start from tomorrow onwards. In case of Nata, 3 Nata exams would be there. 2 sessions, 125 questions, 200 marks, 1 mark, 2 mark, and 3 mark questions. This is what they would be introducing. Okay. If you want to join our sessions, you can contact us in the number that's given. I think the number has also been pinned in the live chat box, 8086 111 216. You can take classes either in our English batches or in our Hindi batches or in our Malayalam batches. It's completely up to you. Okay, so for further details, inquiry and all, you can contact us at this number, 8086 111 216. Most important, can you do a video on Nata syllabus and pattern? We had already done a previous explainer on the Nata syllabus and pattern. Neha, we will definitely do it once again. For this year also, we would do it. Okay. Betsy Mohan, is the syllabus given? Yes, they've given a brief idea of the syllabus. This is what they've given. The aptitude of candidate will be assessed using some or all of the following techniques. Diagrammatic. It's mostly reasoning, judgment, aptitude based of questions that they would be coming up with. Okay, so basic general knowledge, figuring out certain patterns, a little bit of architecture awareness, a little bit of art, movement, paintings, art-based questions, things like that. Basic arithmetic, probably a few of the English language questions. These are the things that we are expecting. Observation type questions. These are all very important introductions that they had done in the previous year, right? So these would be the things that they would be introducing. I think Betsy Mohan, I have answered your question. And qualifying marks, very important. It is 70 out of 200. It's relatively very easy to get at least 70 out of 200. Okay, so please do not keep that as your target. Okay, let's have at least 160, 170 plus as our targets. Okay, for students who are outside India, there are 4 more centers outside India that has been added. And this is the help desk. If you have any questions and all, you can contact them. If you need any help from our side, you can feel free to contact us. Okay, irrespective of whether you have joined our courses and all, that's not an issue. Now, this is the tricky part. If you're going to write 2 exams, your fee is different. If you're going to write 3 exams, the fee is different. If you're going to write 1 exam, the fee is different. Okay, so please decide on that properly. Think about it. This is probably one of the most loose ends that open ends probably would be an apt word that's given by Nata this year. You'll have to think over it, discuss with your friends, discuss with your parents, discuss with your faculty. You can get our advice also if you want, and you can decide. Once you decide on this, that would be it. Okay. So I think we are good to go. And we'll be starting our curiosity quizzes also from the coming days. Okay, I hope everyone is playing the curiosity quizzes and all, right? Is everyone enjoying the curiosity quizzes? We will be coming up with JEE and Nata curiosities now that Nata's date has also come up. Okay, so you can join our batches, both Nata, JEE, Nata plus JEE, crash and all, and score really well. Okay, so I hope there won't be any more there are no more questions. If you're watching the recorded session of this particular video, you can post your questions below the video. Okay, Manya Burla, no, they haven't mentioned anything about drawing in Nata. For the last 3 years, they are not doing much about drawing. Okay, it's only the aptitude based questions that they are coming up with. So this time also that is the same. I hope I have answered Manya's question. Ranjit asks, sir, when will be the next curiosity? Curiosity we would be conducting on Mondays and Fridays. Every Monday, every Friday, 9 p.m. In YouTube. Okay. And please note, please do not forget JEE also. Please keep preparing for both of the exams. As you know, JEE has drawing part also in it. So please to prepare for that. You've got ample amount of time for JEE. You can even take 4 or 5 mathematics chapters, prepare and do well in JEE. So you have good amount of time for JEE also. They've given a lot of mercy. They've shown a lot of mercy to students who are preparing who are currently in their 12th standard. A lot of their questions and probably a lot of their prayers have been answered. So you have ample amount of time. Please do make good use of it. Okay. So I think that would be in this session from THiNC Institute of Design until we see in the next one. If there are any further questions, if there are any further questions, please do post in the comment section or call us at 8086111216. We would be happy to respond. Okay. So that would be it from Suraj and THiNC Institute of Design in this session. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, host. Okay, is the basic physics questions? Usually they do ask a few questions from physics. Very few limited questions only would be asked. Very few from physics, very few from chemistry. You can count on your fingers those questions, Abhinav. And usually they don't ask pure mathematics questions. That is from class 11th or class 12th. Nata usually doesn't ask. It would be basically aptitude-based questions that would be asked. Okay. Before I leave, any further questions? Any further questions from anyone? If it's all clear, please do let me know in the chat box. Write something. Let me know in the chat box. Are we all good? Then I can probably end the live. Any other questions? Please shoot up. Any other questions? Please do shoot. So basically, topics like observation, spotting the difference, a little bit of arithmetic, then few questions on art movements, few questions on color psychology, arc awareness, a little bit of general knowledge. These would be the things that you will have to prepare on in Nata. Okay. You're welcome, Abhinav. Okay, so I think I've answered all the questions. So again, that would be it in this particular live until we see in the next one. This is Suraj and THiNC Institute of Design signing off. Thank you. Thank you, host. Thank you. Yes, the other would be Nata focused classes. We have separate Nata batches. We have separate JEE batches. We also have Nata plus JEE batches. So if you want to join, if you are somebody who is only preparing for Nata, then you can join that batch. Then we'll have Nata focused, exclusively Nata focused classes. Okay, thank you. Okay, I have another question that has come up. Which attempt is better, third or second? See, that would be a bit difficult arena to guess. We cannot say like which attempt, because last year what happened, first attempt was very tough. Okay, first attempt was really difficult. Second attempt was okayish. Third attempt was very easy. That does not mean that is how it's going to happen this year. You never know which attempt could be easy. You never know which attempt could be difficult also. So that is not our cup of tea. That is very difficult to predict. Okay, the best thing, Arena, that I have said, as I've said earlier, is if you're really confident about yourselves, write all the 3 Nata. What they are going to take, what is the worst thing that will happen? In one exam, you might mess up. That's all, right? So out of 3 Nata, if one exam you're messing it up, you still have 2 good scores. if they're taking the average of those two good scores, it will anyway be a good final score that you would be getting. So that is how I am thinking about this. Okay. The next way in which the next factor that could decide, that could lead to a decision, the next factor that could lead to whether this has to be 2 exams or 3 exams is if you have any exams nearby. If you are somebody who is preparing for, let's say, JEE2, or if you are someone who is preparing for JEE1 or NEET, any other entrance exams that you're preparing for, or if your 12th exams are also coming in the middle, near any of the attempt, if your exams are coming, and if you're not confident that you will be able to prepare for NATA, then keep that attempt away and write only those other 2 attempts wherein you can probably fully prepare. Okay, these are 2 important factors: your confidence and your schedule of exams that are coming up. Okay, these would be the major things that I would consider if I am writing, if I'm in your shoes, if I have to decide on these things, these would be the things that I would decide on. Okay, so prepare well for all the topics. Do not keep any topics under confusion, or do not keep any topics for later on. Tougher ones, I would suggest you to do it initially while you're preparing. Okay, so that would be it. Any more questions, you can post below the comment box in the live or also after the recorded sessions, or you can contact us also. You can contact us at 8086 111 216. We would be happy to answer your queries. Okay, we would be coming up with topper sessions. So NATA topper talks is something that a few of the students have been asking us for. So we would be coming up. Most of our toppers are also, most of them are either at CET or SEPT, so they're quite busy. So their schedule is quite hectic right now. So we're not finding time. Both of us are not finding time to actually have a good time wherein we can have live sessions. But we would be arranging some of them for you people. Okay. Anything else you can post after this particular live also, we would respond. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, host.